All India Joint Secretary.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you, madam. Sahib.
After demonetization, when did our economy hit rock bottom? Is after demonetization. They always say COVID, our GDP went down. What was the GDP just before COVID? What was the GDP? 3.2%. That is not COVID got the GDP down. It was the it was the demonetization. It was the wrongly implemented GST, the way they did it. These are the causes for the reasons for our GDP going down. So remember, every time you hear COVID, don't listen to that, because we also in 2008 had the global financial crisis. We knew how to manage it. So these are excuses. Now, in terms of jobs, before COVID struck, there was 6.1% was the unemployment, and that was a 45-year high. In 45 years of Indian history, before that, we did not have this bad unemployment. Now, after the COVID is struck, they say 1 crore salaried people have permanently lost their jobs, and Indians have become poor by 97%. And an important thing from Parliament, which recently the government themselves said, that after 2014 till now, 22 crore youth applied for jobs. But we could only give 7.22 lakh jobs. Can you imagine that? Where is the 2 crore? I don't understand why you people are not asking that question. Where is that 2 crore jobs every year? Every time, every excuse is given. Now forget that. The other important thing is vacancies in government jobs. In government jobs, in Kendriya Vidyalaya, 12,000 posts, these are not my figures, these are coming from the government itself. 12,000 posts remain vacant. 3,000 in Navodaya Vidyalayas. Why are these jobs not filled? That is another important thing. Now, always when you all get into a job, you all like it to be a permanent job. You like it for so many years. That's what you all get into. Now they got a new scheme. What is it called? Agnipath. Agnipath is for 4 years. Remember, I want to be the soldier for my country. I want to fight for my country. I want to die for my country. What do? I will train as a soldier thinking that I can be there for a long time serving my country. But these soldiers are told, now the new recruits are told, you will get only 4 years. Out of the 4 years, 6 months we will train you, and 42 months is the rest part, and after that your job is gone. So after that 4-year period, 76% recruits will be without a job. Just imagine how they feel. Where are these people going to get jobs from? What has happened to our pension? So they don't want to give any more pension. What is the social security net? I know many Andhra people are in the US. In the US, they have something called the social security net. You pay tax, you get something back. Now, what they're doing is, the direct tax which they have to take from the rich, they take very less. But what they do, they're giving indirect tax. What is indirect tax? Is the GST. So everybody, a poor person who buys a shoe should pay money. A poor person who buys atta, wheat, you know how difficult for daily laborers to get their daily wage. You all know that. If there is no job, that particular day, there is no food on their table. So that has also increased the problems. So this Agnipath scheme, again now, they are taken it. They want to do something like this, where there are two issues in this. Because when you are a soldier, you have to be trained to love your country. Now you are trained like a job. Can you imagine? For 4 years you are trained for something. How can you have to love the job? I'm a soldier. So that itself is also taken away from you. Then what is happening? All our PSUs, are being sold to private. Everything is taken out by 1 or 2 business people are given everything. Finally, we'll not have anything. Railways, everything will be gone. Airports, railways. So where do Indian people get their jobs? Now, if they are giving jobs, if the government of the day is ready to give the jobs, then we understand. But they also don't have jobs because there are no private investments in this country. 90,000 crores taken out last year. Where is the private investment? Why is there no private investment? Because of the unstable situation in this country. The social harmony is completely disrupted. We see when somebody feels I think he threw stones somewhere, okay, go and bulldoze his house. Is this the way of law and order in a country? We are a democracy. By somebody saying that, I saw him throw stones in that particular area, or I saw him doing this, and you go and bulldoze a house, you go and arrest the person. Arrest the person, let the case go, get the witness, let it go to court, and if the court says bulldoze the house, go and do it. That is how a democracy functions. A democracy does not function by somebody a CM telling, I want you to bulldoze that house. What is the world is watching? The world is watching also the release of Bilkis Banu's rapists. Let me tell you also on today, a woman, heinous of heinous crime that is. So all these things are affecting India. So why did I bring this Bilkis Banu? Why did I bring the other? Because it leads to private investments in this country. Why we don't have so much of social unrest is happening. So private investments going out, because tomorrow they feel that this factory is over there and somebody in that factory did some poster of Modi which is not nice, which he is standing like that, go and demolish the factory, or tell the factory to stop working for 5 days, 10 days, we are not giving, license cancelled. It can happen. If you can bulldoze a house, this also can happen. I am not talking about any religion here. I am talking about Indians. We are a democracy. There should be rule of law. You cannot and shall not do what you feel like. That is what I am trying to say. So that is why I have put in this, that where is so private investments. Then the other important thing is, we heard about when Mr. Modi came in, he said each one of you will get 15 lakh crore, isn't it, into your bank account from where? From that khata in Swiss bank. Okay. Let me give you another statistic. In 2021, 30,500 crore has been deposited by Indians in Swiss banks. 30,500 crore. That is in 14 years we have never seen such a deposit. So the Swiss bank account also has gone up. Now we should not get 15, you must get 30 crore. 30 lakh in fact in the account. No, instead of 15 you should give 30. What is happening? See, all this is not given out by the media. So this is what we are seeing. So what I want to say is that what the Congress government has done, and always we protested this mehengai which is happening right now. I was there. We wanted to go, the MPs along with Rahul ji wanted to walk from the parliament to parliament to Vijay Chowk, was not allowed. We wanted to go from AICC headquarters to Prime Minister's home. We are not allowed. Section 144. I am asking you one question. Before 2014, you must have seen so many protests I remember, in Delhi for various things, price rise. You saw many of their ministers with gas. Why are we, a party, the National Party, stopped from protesting price rise in Delhi? That itself shows they want to hide something. If they did not do anything wrong, or if they believe this is a democracy, then they will allow us to protest, no? So they did not allow us to protest. Like that, we have done multiple protests in Delhi, and we will be doing also multiple protests in Delhi. 4th of this, on 4th of September, we have a protest happening in Ram Leela, and it's called Sansad to Sadak. We demand that we have a protest in Ram Leela, which is Mehengai Par Halla Bol, which is happening on the 4th of September, and we are all going to be there to protest the price rise, because according to me, according to the Indian National Congress, according to Rahul Gandhi, this is terrible. This is a crime against the people of India, because a man who came saying that महंगाई को मैं कम करूंगा, आपको 2 करोड़ नौकरी देगा, पेट्रोल और डीजल का दाम कम करूंगा, 15 लाख बाहर से लेके आएंगे. What has happened to all this? You need to question. So we are going through a very difficult time, and we need to use all this, and all this very important is all of us will be there on the Mehengai rally in Mehengai Ka Halla Bol on 4th September in Delhi at the Ram Leela Maidan. And I would request all of you all also to be present to cover that. It's a very important rally happening there, with Rahul ji attending that rally. Thank you very much. Tell you one thing. If you look at the other parties. If you even after before 2014 also, there were people leaving from the Bharatiya Janata Party. 2014 later, many of them left also, very senior leaders.
వైజాగ్ విజన్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. మా ఛానల్ అందిస్తున్న జాతీయ అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయి వార్తా విశేషాలు నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తున్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ ని క్లిక్ చేయండి.